Hey, I'm back again, and this is your week's DIY prop video. So, every time I watch a DIY props video, somebody says something like that, and then they go, "Let's get started," and they point off screen. It's kind of lame. Alright, here I am again. We're going to elaborate on last week's. Well, we're going to elaborate on some props. Sorry, it's been a long day. If you watched the last couple of videos, you'll notice that I've been trying to do a video a week about props. Trying to show you guys some of the stuff I build. Talk about how I've fixed it or talked about how it's failed and stuff like that. And we did one on failed props, and I showed you my T-virus. And for those of you that missed it, let me grab it and I'll show it to you. Okay, this was my T-virus I showed everybody. And remember, the problem was I used super glue, and as you can see, I'll get it up there close enough where you can see it, you can see how milky it turned. It looks all nasty, and I thought it was a failed prop. But then I turned around and said, no, I'll just use this as a ruptured virus canister. Once again, proving that you can save stuff if you rethink it. I really need to think about a different type of paint, because this paint is really not adhering to duct tape very well. I just finally figured that out. But the point is I want to experiment. I wanted to try something different. So my problem was that's technically not a really good replica due to the fact that it only has one strand going down. Most, if you see in the movies, they got the double helix, the little DNA type swirl going on. So I tried to do that. And let me tell you something. What the key is don't use two separate pieces. If you're going to do a double helix, use one longer piece. There you go. Bend it in half, and then start trying to twist and twirl them. And when you get them twirled, seal it up. Don't wait. Don't sit it down, because this air tubing has a tendency to want to go back to its original shape. So let me get the double helix, and we'll show you that one. This is a much more cleaner looking one. See, it looks just like the other one. But when you get close up, you can see how that double helix is in there. See that? Looks real nice. I've also figured out that these vases that I'm buying from my local retail store to make this with, the bottoms are flat and they're a certain length and width, that is, and they go all the way up. But when you get to the top is actually narrower by probably 1/4 of an inch. And so when you start wrapping it in duct tape, you have to compensate for that. Otherwise, your duct tape wants to come down. Not make a full band. It wants to kind of come down a little bit and go outside of the band. But once again, I didn't paint this one. I just left it that way. But it quilled very nicely, in my opinion. The wifey was very impressed with this one, she said. Once again, my problem always, the same problem the other guy had, there's no liquid in this. And so it doesn't look real, it looks like it's empty. Then I had just a complete and utter idea pop in my head while I was getting off work. It's almost time for Halloween, and so everything's Halloween in all your local places and everything like that, and I'm walking down through there, and for $1 you can buy glow necklaces. Now, you get a long black tube that has 3 regular size glow necklace pieces like this thing, and 3 connectors, and you just put them together, and it's a very big size necklace. I decided to use one and see what we can do, because these things will be blacklight reactive even if the glow fades from them. Let me get it and I will show it to you. Now, another first thing you're going to say is it's not glowing. Well, that's because I did it 4 days ago. And when I first got it to do it, it was amazing. So if you want to make one of these, you could probably throw it together and use it real quick on stage, and then save it for later and do some blacklight tricks with it. And I don't currently have a blacklight, so I can't really show the actual glow to you, but I can show you how the canister looks. It's only got a single coil in it, and that reason is because 2 glow necklace pieces have to be connected together to make this coil. And this thing, I thought, well, it's got some, it's rigid almost, and it's going to stay in there more. No, it's hard. It's the most difficult thing ever. I swear, aquarium tubing is so much easier to make. This is harder than all get out. But then we get up close there, you can see it's actually green. I actually bought a blue one, and I haven't made it yet. But if I do make it, I get it done, I want to get it on camera as soon as possible so I can turn off the lights and see you guys Like, let's see, but like I said, you can tell that if you throw on a black light, this would light up real nice. I don't know if you can get down in there. You can see where it's coiled into the cap a little bit. Anyway, but that's an experiment that didn't turn out too bad. Like I said, I made it 4 days ago, so it's obviously not glowing. But these are versions. And I think with all props, you should try to make different versions. Right now, I'm looking for stuff to build another lightsaber hilt. Because I want to see if I can make different styles and all that other stuff. Because you don't want to just make one type of lightsaber. That's kind of, you know, lame. But anyway, that's all for my T-viruses, but I'll show you guys something I'm working on. And I want to do another rifle. And so I got a hold of this puppy. It's in development, so it's not perfect at all. But, let me see. Okay. Obviously, I've not painted the lever. And obviously, you can see inside the bolt there is a yellow piece. If you jack the lever out, you can actually see that there's a large yellow piece that extends from the back there. That aids in the expulsion of shells from there. This actually is a clip fed weapon. There's a big clip that goes in here, holds like 5 or 6 shells. It fires, well, it used to fire darts, now it's been modded so it doesn't. But it does eject the shells every time you chamber another one. So let's get a look at the rifle. So far, I've painted a matte black and gone from there. This one I've been trying to do because I know the wifey did the last one and I wanted to see if I could do one. I would tell you that if you're going to do, especially one of these guns, spray paint's going to be your friend. I use acrylic paint at times, and sometimes you end up with mistakes on the bottom. You end up with smudges, places where the paint will come off if you touch it wrong or if you try to put too many coats at once. And with chrome paint, like the chrome that's here on the receiver and stuff like that, I'll turn around that way so you can see the receiver better on the other side. You have to put on this coat by coat by coat by coat. It took me all night to do that, and then I went out and did all these things on the barrel. One of the most interesting things is this gun originally ended right there. That was the only length of the barrel. And using, once again, those rolls from paper at work, we just put some duct tape on one end, slid it in there, put a couple of drops of glue, and as you can see, it extended the barrel another at least 3 inches. Made it a little bit more impressive looking when you look at the barrel by itself. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. Probably going to be using a couple of black and white shots. I'm not so sure about anything else. Like I said, it's been modded now so it won't fire, but it still makes the popping sound for me. It did fire darts. And that's about it for today. This week, I almost tripped over something. Like I said, let me know what you think. Talk to me. Try to win some T-canisters, or T-Rush canisters. Let me know about them. I'd like to see your variations. And as soon as I make a blue one, I'll get it on tape so you guys can see it when it glows. And you'll have the full idea. And hope you guys are doing great. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I just talked to a couple of my subscribers the other day and had a good time with them. And it's been a pretty good week. It's been tough. It's been really tough. We've had a lot of stuff going on. But hopefully I'll get a man vlog out in the next 2 days and tell you guys all about it. And that's about it for this episode of Do-It-Yourself Props. Like I said, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe, because it's not over here anymore. It's over here, I believe. Check out the other videos that are right over here. And I'll be seeing you.